Which of these two versions is more likely to get her on a date? You probably picked the version on the right. We changed his shirt, gave him a strategically designed beard to enhance his jawline, increased his neck size to contrast his soft, droopy looking eyes, and tailored a hairstyle that visually makes his large eyes and tall forehead appear more compact and masculine. Finally, we slightly intensified his gaze. Hi, this is Emo. My team and I specialize in male facial aesthetics and techniques for improving your appearance. When you search online for how to improve your looks, the advice is usually pick the right hairstyle for your face shape, get clear skin, live healthy, and keep your eyebrows and beard well groomed. While some of those tips can help, facial aesthetics are much more complex and nuanced, and there are far more effective strategies that almost nobody knows about. This complete guide is divided into 3 chapters. Before we get into the advanced stuff, we'll start with something simple but seriously effective, which is the secret art of using your beard to make your jawline look as strong and attractive as possible. Next, we'll dive deep into the 4 key elements that make a man's face attractive. And finally, you will learn how to enhance these elements and address common flaws using style hacks, grooming products, optical illusions, and rarely shared secrets from the modeling world. Let's begin with improving your jawline. Regardless of your unique features, a wide, sharp, and angular jawline is always attractive. It's one of the first things women notice in a man's face, and almost no woman prefers a weak jawline over a strong one. We'll focus on the front view first, since that's how people usually see you. The ideal male jaw is broad, tall, bony, and has angular corners. If you're lacking that naturally, don't worry, only a small percentage of men are blessed with perfect genetics. A strategically designed beard can mimic exactly that and significantly improve your face. And I said strategic for a reason. You want to trim your beard in a way that adds width, volume, and angularity to your jaw while still looking like a real jawline, not a fake one. A large percentage of women aren't into lumberjack beards because they just hide the jawline instead of enhancing it. The solution is to let your beard grow longer around the jawbone so you can sculpt it into an angular shape. The narrower your jawline is, the more beard volume you'll need. At the same time, keep the beard shorter on the cheeks. That way, you can make a technically long beard look like a short one, which is a big bonus if you want to increase your odds in the dating market. Depending on your beard genetics, meaning where your beard naturally grows, you can pick a style that follows the rules we just talked about. If you have minor beard patches, don't worry too much. Our goal is simply to create optical illusions that enhance your attractiveness. Small imperfections don't really matter. If your beard is very patchy, a beard pen or a tinted beard brush can fix that in under 30 seconds. Step 2. Improve your facial definition. This again is something that makes almost every man look more attractive, no matter your specific features, because it signals high testosterone. One quick fix is switching to a low-carb diet. This not only helps reduce body fat but also decreases water retention, since excess carbs and hidden salts bind with water. Another trick also involves your beard. Avoid cheek lines that curve upwards, as these make your cheeks look chubbier even if you're lean. I know your barber loves them, sorry. Instead, go for cheek lines that are either straight or curved downward. This highlights your cheekbones and gives the illusion of a more prominent chin and mouth area. Masculine features women are subconsciously drawn to. Here's another trick. If you're wearing a beard with lower cheek lines, leave a bit of very short stubble above. This creates the illusion of shadow, which adds definition, similar to contouring for women, but using your natural beard instead of makeup. If you have higher cheek lines, there's a similar trick. Just shave the inner part of your cheek area slightly shorter. This will also make your face look more defined from the front. Now let's move on to features that depend more on your individual facial structure. Quick note, the next 4 minutes are a bit technical, but don't skip them. It's important to understand the theory first before we get into the practical steps and hacks for your hair, eyes, and the rest of your face. If we had to break down male facial attractiveness into a formula, it would look like this: health plus testosterone plus intelligence plus social status. Let's start with health. Women want a man who looks healthy to pass on good genes. Health indicators include facial symmetry, clear skin, full eyebrows, bright eyes, and so on. Testosterone. Women also look for high testosterone indicators that signal physical strength and facial robustness. Typical signs include broad, angular jaws, compact eyes with strong surrounding bones, and a big neck, basically anything that would protect you in a physical confrontation. But masculine features can be a double-edged sword, as you'll see in a moment. Imagine you're casting a gangster movie. Which of these 2 men would you choose as the mafia boss, and who would play the foot soldier doing the dirty work? Most Most people instinctively assign those roles based on how intelligent or strategically capable the faces look. Hypermasculine guys usually get cast as the muscle, while slightly more refined, though still masculine, faces are seen as better fits for leadership roles. While women want men to look masculine, there's a threshold. Too much can actually be a turnoff. Male model Sean O'Prey is known for his highly masculine eye area. Actor Dacre Montgomery, on the other hand, has much softer eyes but a very masculine lower third. Interestingly, morphing Sean O'Prey's typically masculine hunter eyes onto Dacre's face actually makes him look significantly less attractive. It's just too much masculinity to the point where it makes him look kind of dumb. Now, back to our formula. Start by adjusting your testosterone indicators until you hit the sweet spot. If you're already too masculine, adding slightly feminizing elements can make you look more high status. A longer or wavier hairstyle, cleaner and slightly thinner eyebrows, and a neatly trimmed short beard that doesn't overly emphasize your mouth and chin can already make a big difference. On the contrary, if your face looks too feminine, aim to make it appear more masculine, and in order to do so, let's move on. The next big factor is the eye area. A masculine eye area is usually defined by a more compact eye shape, vertically short and horizontally wide, due to higher bone density influenced by the male hormone testosterone. This hormone also strengthens the brow ridge, often resulting in low-set eyebrows, meaning they sit very close to the eyes. Additionally, DHT, a direct derivative of testosterone, further enhances the appearance of the eyebrows by increasing their density. Other common traits of attractive masculine eyes include neutral or upward tilted eyebrows, neutrally tilted eyes, and minimal visibility of the upper eyelids. If your eyes are on the softer, more feminine side, listen carefully. On one hand, there are several things you can do to make them appear more masculine. These include strengthening and darkening your eyebrows, improving your under eye area, adjusting your head position, and working on your facial expression. We'll briefly cover all of that in just a moment, but first, know this. You can actually turn softer eyes into an advantage by building contrast with more masculine features elsewhere on your face. Great examples of this are Michael B. Jordan, Dacre Montgomery, and Charles Leclerc. They all have three things in common. They're loved by millions of women, they have soft-looking eyes, and they each have one hypermasculine feature that turns those soft eyes into an advantage instead of a weakness. A big, wide, powerful looking neck. Okay, I said this already before in a couple of other videos, but as a man, your neck is part of your face. When we digitally reduce the neck size of Charles Leclerc, he starts to look like a little nerdy boy. Your neck contains a high amount of androgen receptors, which is why we intuitively perceive men with wider necks as much more masculine. Motorsport drivers train their necks to protect themselves from injuries, just like football players and fighters do, because it's such a crucial muscle. The model we used at the beginning is another example of a man with relatively soft-looking eyes, which is why we chose to increase his neck size by quite a lot. There are two things you can do to make your neck appear wider. First, start doing neck exercises to increase your neck size. Your neck muscles are highly responsive to resistance training, and in just a few months you can make noticeable progress. Your neck is sensitive, so warm up for at least 2 minutes, don't use too much weight, and if you want to be safe, check with a sports doctor before beginning these exercises. Second is your head posture. Many people tend to walk around with a forward head posture due to modern lifestyle habits. This isn't just bad for your health, it also makes your neck appear smaller. Chances are you're doing it too, at least to some degree. Try to remind yourself to pull your head slightly back. Don't tilt it, just pull it back. This will make your neck look wider from the front. Next, let's talk about hairstyles which can significantly impact how your face looks. Like your beard, they can visually change your facial proportions. Let's start with those who still have a full head of hair. After that, we'll cover what to do if your hair is thinning and a transplant isn't currently an option. So, for those with full hair, forget everything you've heard about the face shape theory. Here are the 10 most important guidelines you should follow. If you have a hypermasculine face, and only if you do, longer hairstyles can add a subtle feminine element, making you look more refined, higher status, and overall better looking. If your goal is to masculinize your face, make sure the upper ends of the sides are trimmed to make your head shape look more angular instead of round. If your eyes are too close together, style the hair on the sides of your head toward the center while keeping it close to the skin to reduce your head's width. This makes your eyes appear further apart. If your eyes are wide set or slightly too large, which can give your face a softer look, style your side hair outward and add a bit of volume to make your head appear slightly wider. This makes the eyes look closer together. If you have a narrow jaw, choose a hairstyle with minimal volume on the sides. This will help your jaw appear wider and give your face a more masculine look. If you have a tall forehead or high hairline, add some volume at the top to balance things out. If your eyebrows are high set, meaning the distance between your eyebrows and eyes is large, or you have a long mid-face, avoid hairstyles that cover your forehead. Otherwise, your mid-face will appear even longer and your eyebrows will look even more high set. On the other hand, if your chin is short and you can't grow a beard to fix it, or if you have a rounded feminine looking forehead, consider a hairstyle that covers your forehead. Improving one aspect of your face can sometimes make another look less balanced. Just be aware of that and embrace the process. Quick note, if you're not dealing with hair loss, you can skip the next 70 seconds. Now, if your hair is thinning significantly and a hair transplant isn't an option for you right now, here are some guidelines to follow. First, most men look better with hair than without because healthy hair is a sign of youth and certain hairstyles can help balance facial proportions. If you still have a hairline but your hair is thinning at the top, consider using hair fibers. Also, keep the sides short. Growing them out draws more attention to the thinning areas. Of course, sometimes simply styling the hair forward can help cover a receding hairline too. If you have almost no hair left on top and are thinking about shaving it all off, make sure you maintain a healthy body fat percentage. Baldness can signal one of two things: genetic sensitivity to high dihydrotestosterone levels or simply poor health. Obviously, people don't consciously think that way, but it's how our brains interpret baldness on a subconscious level. You want to be seen as part of the first group. Most bald men considered attractive have one thing in common: a lean face and healthy looking skin. The moment you gain too much weight or your skin looks rough, baldness starts signaling poor health. Of course, don't lose so much weight that you look sick either. Another factor is head shape. A rounded head shape can make your face look less masculine. If shaving your head reveals a rounded shape, treat it like we treat soft looking eyes. That means try to make other parts of your face look more masculine. Strengthen your eyebrows, increase your neck size, and sculpt a beard that adds masculinity to the rest of your face. There are non-surgical options too, like scalp micropigmentation or hair systems. Let's move on to one of my favorite topics, dynamic face control, which includes facial expressions and head positioning. Your facial expressions are highly moldable and everyone has a default facial expression unique to them. If you want to look more masculine, here are a few things you can do. Tip number 1, slightly squint your eyes just a little. It's a trick every male model uses. A wide-eyed default expression can make you look scared, insecure, and less masculine. Tip number 2, try to keep your eyebrows in a slightly lower position. Don't overdo it. A few millimeters make a big difference. Many people constantly raise their eyebrows out of habit, but this can be unlearned by relaxing your frontalis muscle. Lowering them slightly gives your eyes a more compact masculine appearance. Tip number 3, avoid tilting your head back. It can make your eyes look droopy, increase upper eyelid visibility, and exaggerate the distance between your eyes and eyebrows, which makes your eye area look worse overall. Most men look better with a neutral or slightly downward head tilt, as it makes the eyes appear more dominant. Just be careful not to tilt too far forward, since that can make your jaw look weaker, your under eyes appear hollow, and overall come off as unnatural. Now let's briefly talk about a few products that can help optimize your look. Dark, dense eyebrows can make a huge difference in how masculine and attractive you look. To darken them slightly, use an eyebrow gel that adds some shine. If your eyebrows are very sparse or light colored, an eyebrow brush or pen made for men can solve that. Your under eye area also affects how attractive your eyes look. Under eye hollows are normal to some degree, but beyond a certain point, they can make your eyes look less compact and less masculine. If your dark circles aren't caused by poor sleep, nutrition or allergies, but rather by a lack of bone support or fat, a bit of concealer can help improve their appearance. We strongly advise against using under eye fillers, as they can come with a range of complications. Lastly, if your dark under eye circles are caused by hyperpigmentation, a vitamin C serum may help brighten the area. Skin, as mentioned earlier, is a health indicator. If you're still dealing with skin conditions or severe acne after puberty, it's best to consult a dermatologist. A proven ingredient for reducing wrinkles is retinol with an A. It's less well known than retinol with an O, but it's more potent and often better tolerated. Over time, it can help even out your skin tone and improve texture. Additionally, BHA exfoliants like salicylic acid can help prevent breakouts by clearing out clogged pores. If your skin is mostly fine and you just want to improve it slightly, a light tan can help subtly mask minor imperfections. Skip the solarium and use a self-tanner instead. UV rays will prematurely age your skin. Natural-looking, straight white teeth are often associated with higher social status, especially in person. Whitening strips or professional whitening can make a big difference. If you have crooked teeth or other dental issues, try to get them fixed by a dentist. Alright, before we end this video, there's one more thing to remember. You may recall that the first thing we changed on our model was his shirt. That's because the color and style of your shirt affect how your face is perceived. Our next video will be on sex appeal and how to optimize the lens through which others, especially women, see you. If you're interested in that, consider subscribing. We hope you enjoyed this video and we'll see you in the next one.